It's not real, I don't even wanna go back home. What is this love and war? He know that I love him, got him fucking me raw. He know I ain't with it, never did it before. He got me all in my feelings, now he got you all in yours. Ooh. Wave made it.
Yeah, my lips was crusty as fuck. But hey guys, so we're gonna start by priming, moisturizing the face with this Daily Greens. I don't fucking know how to do that. But I got this from one of my boxy charms and it works so good. And I just apply with my fingers because my hands are clean. So this video will be different because normally I just do a voiceover, but I wanted to get like personal with y'all. And for the record, I am random as fuck. So like many thoughts be popping through my head, and I've been thinking all day about, or whenever I thought about doing a video, I've been thinking all day like about what I can talk about. But I mean, there's so much stuff going on right now. So I mean, shit just be coming in my head and I just be talking. I don't think I'm gonna be able to talk and listen to music. It's kind of making me lose my concentration or train of thought. So after moisturizing the face, we're just gonna let it seep into the skin. Yes. And in the cold weather, please moisturize. I mean any weather, but especially the cold weather because my skin tends to dry out. And I know it's not just me. And speaking of not just me, you know, I've been doing makeup, I would say since 2015. But you know, I recently started taking it more serious and, you know, trying to learn new stuff and just, you know, practicing all the time. So, I mean, there are people out there, you know, who do makeup and they try to tell you what to do. Like, there is no right or wrong way in doing makeup. And I want people to know that. Like, do not get discouraged with makeup because it's not turning out the way that somebody else did it. Like, figure out how to do it on your own that way. Or figure out what works for you. Everything not gonna work for you. The other people doing it. And just because you're doing it a certain way don't mean that somebody else gotta do it like that. If it's working for them, it's working for them. Anyway. Not sure how long this video is gonna be, and I don't know what type of look I'm going for. I just know I wanted to get some content out. I miss it. So this is the e.l.f. Putty Primer. Up here. I look crazy as shit. This is the e.l.f. Putty Primer going on top of that moisturizer. And if you like the matte look, this is it. This combination. So recently I quit my job. But not just like quit because I'm a pussy. I waited until I got another job or whatever. Because if you've been watching my videos, you know that I stated that I'm moving to Little Rock next month. And the job that I just got is like down the street. And that's really crazy to me how everything is just playing out because first of all, I've been speaking stuff into existence. but not really just like, I would say something that I want to do and then just leave it at that. I put it out there, leave it at that. Don't question it, don't doubt it. Work towards it, and then boom, it happens. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, everything just starting to line up. And so, okay, this is what happened. Hated my job that I was working because I felt personally it just wasn't for me. And it wasn't even the job itself, it was the people. Because it was the people, period. Ain't no because. It was the people. It was like they was mad that they had to work there. I started in February, the end of February of 2020. And you know, they had like the training schedule set up for me or whatever. And I was trained for like 2.5 weeks. And they just threw me on the phone. I came to work one day with a card on my desk saying, I think you're ready, or whatever, and just threw me on the phone. So that was number one. Didn't get all of my training done. So then after about a week or 2 weeks, after they threw me on the phone, I had to work remote. So not only did I not get enough training, I also got sent home. So the negative about that is I'm working there, I see how interactive they were. Like, they would just, because I mean, it was leads. It's a call center, first of all, and there were leads or whatever in the department. So it was like 4 leads each department. And whenever we would have a question, or whenever the trainees would have a question about something, trainers would have a question about something, they would literally call the lead over to their desk and have the lead behind them while they're trying to figure out a solution to the problem. Me, I'm at home. I don't get that luxury of having the lead come over to my desk specifically and walk me step by step through a problem for a customer. I would have to call what is called the lead line, and they would answer or whatever and pull up the account. We would solve the problem that way. But it was like they always had an attitude. So I eventually just stopped calling. And whatever information I gave the customer was just what the information I gave the customer, because I'm calling y'all for help and y'all got a fucking attitude. So yeah, I just stopped calling. And then another thing that rubbed me the wrong way about that job was that since my boobs, when my boobs first started getting big, like enormous, like not normal, I was having back problems or whatever. So I'm like, oh my God, like they're huge. And as I got older, they just kept growing. So I'm like, oh my God, what the freak? So I eventually went and saw a physician who recommended a breast reduction. And with the breast reduction, you can get it covered by insurance, or you can be insured and get a breast reduction or whatever if they deem it necessary. Y'all, my boobs was huge. So of course they were gonna let me get it. And it was gonna be covered by insurance. So initially I only had my father's insurance, which was like Blue Cross Blue Shield, and they only covered 70%. So when I started working at this last job or whatever, I got insurance because I mean the benefits was good. So I got insurance through them as well. So I applied that insurance and my dad's insurance to the surgery, so it was completely free. Or whatever. So, and my thing too was both insurance companies deemed it necessary for me to have the surgery, and they covered it because they deemed it necessary. So this is September, my surgery is scheduled or whatever, and I had let my supervisors know like I think a month and a half before, or no, I let them know in July. And like I said, the surgery wasn't until September. I let them know in July, and they had a problem talking about they are expecting it to be really busy because people are going to be coming off their assistants or whatever, and they're going to need me. That was strike 2. What? I'm telling you that doctors are recommending me to have this surgery. Insurance companies are deeming it necessary for me to have this surgery, and you're telling me you need me at freaking work? My back hurt and I'm slumped over? No. I had my surgery and I was out of work, period. Point blank. But that was strike 2. So we go on and on. What was strike 3? Hold on. Damn, that's wrong concealer. Sorry. So this is the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer in Deep Chestnut, and we're gonna clean up the brows on the bottom or whatever. But yeah. So the next thing that was irritating was the fact that I was asking for a new shift, a new schedule, because I was working 11 to 8 and I want to spend time with my daughter. The freak? I want to spend time with my daughter. I don't want to be at work all day. I don't want to be at work all day and I only got 2 hours or so before it's time for her to go to bed. So I'm asking for a new schedule, a new shift. Like I asked like 3 times. And then they start hiring new people. And these folks working 8 to 5, 10 to 6, 8 to 5, 9 to 6, 10 to 7. And I'm still working 11 to 8. So I'm just like, bro, something is gonna have to give. Something is gonna have to give. Still nothing. And a week before I left the job or the company, an email was sent out. An email was sent out about, because at the job, if you refer people to the job, you get $150 or whatever. So the shift was 10 to 7. I'm like, bro, this is like blatant disrespect. I've been asking for a new shift this entire time and y'all keep offering it to new ass people. I've been here. You offering new shifts to new people. That's not fair to me. Somebody who's gonna my year would have been February 24th. Or whatever. And y'all offering this new, the earlier shifts to new folks. And from my experience in my, from my experience with, different companies, new shifts are based on seniority. If you've been there for a long time, you're gonna get the best shift, period. That's just how it is. Cause why would you, okay, anyway. So I said something to the lady who sent the email out and was like, what do I have to do to get this shift? And this lady responds, ask me the question and I can answer it. In my head, I'm like, was that not the fucking question? So this, I asked it again, and based, like I said before, condescending as fuck. She gonna say some, what she say? This is for a new position, but if you're wanting a new shift, you would have to get with your supervisor. Y'all, she was one of my supervisors. Did I just look blurry or what? Okay, y'all, I'm back. It's like I wasn't in focus or whatever. But yeah, she gonna say some, get one of your supervisors, and I'm just like, you know what? Ain't no point. But I believe like a week and a half before that happened, I had applied at another job. And after I filled out the application, like I'm talking about minutes after I submitted the application, they sent me an email to schedule an interview. So I'm just like, oh, okay. So I scheduled the interview, then I have the interview, and I escalated like 3 times. Because you know, they asked you, do you have any questions so far? Do you think I fit in this role? Like, do you think me and this role are compatible? Can you see me in this role with your company? Like, is there a future with us? Like, do you see a future with us? And she kept saying, I have, other questions to ask you, blah, blah, blah. We can, we'll know by the end of the next question or something like that. But she never gave me a for sure answer, so I was confused. So that day I went to work, and the interview that I had with the other company was at 9, and at 10 o'clock, y'all, they sent me an email saying that they wanted me. So at that given point, I quit. I sure the fuck did. I sent my email and said, thank you for the opportunity, but this is my notice of resignation. And that day, I had to go turn in my stuff or my equipment that they gave me to work from home. And that was it. And they sent me what is called an exit interview. And I did it. And I was honest as fuck. So I answered the questions with exactly what I'm telling y'all. Because somebody needs to get them. Because that is not how you run a department. That is not how you lead a department at all. And while I was there, so many people left. People that came after me, before me, because of the way things were going there. The girl that referred me to the job, she quit. Like, that's how bad it was. And the pay was trash. Pay was trash. So yeah, had to get on down. And so back to what I was saying before, with everything lining in place, I hated that job, got the job, period. But with the new job, I had to take a drug test. And if you don't know, I'm sorry to break it to you, but I do smoke weed, okay? My parents know this. I'm not sure if my other family members know, but I do smoke weed, and I smoke it every day, okay? I smoke weed. That's just my life, okay? I smoke weed. It's normal. They're legalizing it. It's like going to the liquor store and picking up a bottle of liquor, but it's smoking, okay? I smoke weed. So, I had to take a drug test. I'm like, oh my God. So I'm getting nervous. I'm like, I quit the job. I don't quit the job until March 8th. I quit the other job on February 9th. So that's a whole month with no employment. And this employment is kind of on the fence now that I have to take a drug test. So I'm like, what the am I gonna do? So I asked, you know, my friend if she could pee for me or whatever. And she said, yeah, blah, blah, blah. But the day comes and someplace in Little Rock was doing $10 piercings or whatever. She was out there. And I'm like, I need the pee or whatever. So she was like, my cousin there and blah, blah, blah. So her cousin pees for me or whatever. And I go to the place. Didn't work. Pee wasn't hot enough. So I had to pee. I had to do the peeing. So I'm like, I'm gonna be unemployed. But I'm so positive. I'm like, this means that I'm supposed to just focus on makeup 100%. And this is gonna be my full-time gig. Like, I'm gonna have to go bust my ass and get some clients, some clientele, and just focus on that. If this does not, you know, work. So I pee, and the day of me peeing, I had ate an edible and I smoked. So I'm like, yeah, there ain't no chance in a motherfucking hell that this shit is gonna work. Or that I'm gonna pass this drug test or whatever. So I'm driving home all pitiful, sad. And turns out, y'all, these folks weren't even testing me for weed. On the registration for the drug test, it literally said no THC. I need to start reading it. Okay, please make sure you read, because I went through all of that trouble, tossing and turning at night, waking up at 6:30 in the morning with anxiety, thinking, what am I gonna do? And I'm just like, it just all falls into place, because I moved to Little Rock March 4th. I start the job on March 8th. Like, it's just aligned perfectly. And then I found out too, during this whole process, that in Arkansas, you don't even need an esthetician or cosmetology license to do makeup. So what I'm finna do when I move is get a booth at Solar Salons and rent it out and do makeup in there. Yep, I got it all figured out. Okay. Shit. I didn't show y'all what I primed my eyes with. I primed it with Perfect Prom from BH Cosmetics. Wait, BPERFECT, sorry. I dropped the palette that I was gonna use and don't feel like getting it. But we're gonna go with some, I'm gonna do like brown. I wanna do like a chocolate mint type look. So that's what we're going for. So we're gonna pat that dry on the eye. And we're using the Carnival XL. That's the only palette I've been using lately because it's so pigmented. I love Morphe too, but this is something out of this world, okay? Out of this world. And make sure before you go in with the eyeshadow to make sure that there's no cracking or creasing in the primer, because then the eyeshadow will crack. It's sad to say that the only thing that I'm going to miss about that job is the fact that we were off for every federal holiday. Because this new job, baby, they don't give two shits about that. They don't work with no type of schedule. They tell you that too. I've worked there before. And I'm going back like I never left. Because I have been applying at this place. I applied at this place multiple times and kept not getting it because I guess I was ineligible to be rehired. So I just said that I never worked there when I applied this last time. Because no. And now I have experience on the phone. So I'm going from one call center to another, but 2 different companies though. 2 different dynamics though. Yeah, I honestly don't know what I'm finna do. I'm just doing some shit right now. I'm talking about with the makeup, not my life. Y'all see how I just went in and just did that shit? Didn't even think about it. I just did it. That's just how makeup is. You just gotta do it. Don't be scared. Don't be scared of this shit. You're just gonna wipe it off. You're just gonna wipe it off. You're just gonna wipe it off. So now we're gonna take a tannish color and go on top of that and start blending it up. But not too far out because we want to keep it like right because it's already high. Y'all see this?
So I had something on it. Oh my gosh. What am I going to do about that?
Okay. Make sure ain't nothing on that. So I want to go with a more natural look because that's what everyone's going for nowadays. And whenever I do, you know, my crazy looks or whatever, I feel like people can't relate to those. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. Yes, I do. Y'all know what I'm talking about. People be talking about how I just feel like people don't think my makeup looks are realistic. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know. So keep going back in with that lighter brown because got to blend it out. And then we're gonna go back in with the dark brown. Motion, we just gonna blend it up. Blend it up. Get on up. Get on up. I'm kind of getting excited. This is looking kind of good. Okay, now I'm lost. Where are you coming from there? What are you? Who are you? don't know who that is. I'm confused. We're gonna keep it up there. So now we're gonna take that brown, light brown. Blend it up. Blend it up. Blend it up. And the reason you blend it up is because when you go back in with the darker shade, you're gonna want it to go a little higher. And once it does, you already have something there for it to blend into, basically. Yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about. They swear I don't know what I'm talking about. Ugh. Yeah, just build it up to your liking. Like I said, it's about you and not them. It's about what you like, not what they like. Okay. And now we're gonna, I don't remember which one. It don't matter. But I haven't been giving out updates on my BBL because I still want it. So if y'all don't know or follow me on Instagram, I do plan on getting a BBL this year, period. Because I also plan on moving to Atlanta, and like I told my friends, Atlanta needs to see me come correct. But I mean, it's not just about how other people perceive me or see me. I've always wanted a fat ass, and now that it is attainable, and I'm gonna be making hella money, I know that I'll be able to invest in the new booty and get it. So, Morphe's mother got a BBL at Gold in Little Rock. I mean, not Little Rock, Atlanta. And they have one in New York and one in Chicago, I believe. And the one in Atlanta is fairly new. So whenever I saw that, I had no idea that they had one in Atlanta. So I'm looking at the prices, or no, I go to the page and I'm like, the one thing that's been holding me back with paying my deposit or whatever, or scheduling the surgery, is in Miami, the BMI requirement by law is low or whatever. But in Atlanta, at Goals, the BMI requirement by law is higher than what they do in Miami. So I'm like, damn, that was exciting to see, because I mean, it's hard for me to lose weight. So I'm like, damn, I don't have no self-control, no discipline. I love to snack. I love to eat chicken. Wingstop is my best friend. So I'm just like, this is perfect for me. So I plan on doing it this summer, but if not this summer, well, no. Yeah.
Probably more September for, that is spring, summer.
Okay.
September, spring, spring.
Yeah, I plan on doing it this summer, period. I'm gonna do it. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. The lid. serious. You gotta be quiet for that. But I did say I wanted to start offering makeup classes, because I mean, my techniques are fairly easy and I am very patient and I'm really good at explaining things. So yeah, just stay tuned, y'all, because I'm definitely gonna start offering it. Because I mean, there is money in that, and hopefully, because with the company that I'm gonna work for, like, they do schedules based off seniority or whatever. But whenever I worked there the first time, they gave me the schedule I wanted. So I don't think it's that tough to get the schedule you want. So I'm gonna try to work like hopefully I'm gonna try to work like a 9 to 5 schedule, or like 8 to 6, just an earlier schedule. So I can be off on the weekends and dedicate that time to doing makeup and offering classes or whatever. So now we're gonna take a clean Q-tip and wipe off the excess micellar water, because we're finna apply the we're finna cut the crease, and we're gonna apply the BPERFECT perfect prime for the eye. And we don't want that micellar water to break up the concealer.
First of all, I'm tired of hearing about coronavirus on everything I fucking watch. Firstly. Secondly, why is Phoebe still on there? And why is OG still on there? Somebody help me understand. Like, I'm not entertained at all or interested at all. Me and my friends are trying to pitch a show, and I'm not gonna go into specifics because, you know, people do steal ideas, and I don't want nobody stealing from me.
serious when you're cutting a crease. But yeah, I don't want nobody stealing our idea and getting rich and famous off of what we came up with. But I honestly, I'm the type of person, my mind is always thinking about shit. Like, I'm always thinking about something. Like, hold on, y'all. This is giving me a hard time. Okay, y'all, so I got on the phone with one of my best friends and we were just talking or whatever. So I didn't get to, record the rest of the video because my camera died. So this is literally just my eyes. So we're not even going to get into the face, but I mean, the face has already been, like, the face routine, foundation routine has already been seen or whatever on my channel. There hasn't been any changes to my foundation routine as of yet. So, I mean, you're not really missing out on anything. Plus, this video was already long as freak. So, with foundation, it probably would have been like, 2 hours, okay? But now, as you can see, I took the same colors I used in my crease and started making a smoked liner. And I took that on, what is it called? Like a square, you know what I'm talking about? The square edged brush, whatever, winged it out with the darker brown and then start smoking it out with the tan color I put on top of the brown color that's in the crease. So we're just going to smoke that out or whatever. And then once we smoke it out, we're going to apply the flesh color to like kind of blend all the colors together. So there's no harsh lines or whatever. And y'all are going to see me doing this for a while. And then I am going to add black into that to give it more of a smoky effect and darken it up. But I hope everybody has been okay. You know, we've been snowed in. It snowed all day yesterday until last night. I don't plan on getting out anytime soon. Like, this has really put a damper on all of my plans that I had for this week. But hey, everything happens for a reason. I mean, this was a well-needed break. I've been, I haven't done anything all week because, like I said, I did quit my job or whatever. But yeah, like I said, this is just the eye look, and it's self-explanatory, so I'm not gonna get on the voice recording and just talk blah 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 blah. But I hope you all do enjoy the video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I'm hilarious as fuck, and I'll be posting all my video, all of the looks on Instagram before I post the video to give like a sneak peek or whatever. So if you're interested, follow me on Instagram, Lyss Luxe, and Twitter is Lyss with 3 S's, Luxe. All right. Hope you enjoy the rest of the video.